Hi, my name is Bill Robinson and I'm super excited to join you on your journey. You got a scan, now what? In this next video, I'm going to show you how to create an exact meal plan based off of your goals. We're going to be creating you a personalized meal plan. So what I'm going to need you to do is get like a notepad, get a pen, or get something you can take notes on. But before we do that, I need to explain the basics of nutrition. There's so much stuff out there. I need you to get the fundamentals of health and nutrition and meal planning. And there's 3 things that I need you to focus on. The first thing is calories. That goes under the laws of thermodynamics. It's all about calories. So the main thing is finding out how many calories you need for your goals. The second part is timing. Timing is the most important part of meal planning. Timing is more important than your macros. All right, what's the most important meal of the day? Breakfast. And that breakfast isn't like before 9 o'clock because McDonald's stopped ordering it. Breakfast is within 30 minutes after you wake up. And then after that, we want to eat every 2 to 4 hours. We want to keep our body fed, we want to keep our metabolism fed, and then when we're in a slight deficit, that will burn our body fat or in a surplus. Now, food for thought. This is just a fun fact, and you can even Google it. Sumo wrestlers intermittent fast just so they could gain body fat and get these enormous bodies. That's why the majority of Americans have that sumo look, because they skip breakfast. Look it up. And the third part of nutrition is balance. That's where people talk about their macros, eating clean. But in reality, what it comes to is your guidelines. So the third most important part of nutrition is what guidelines you're following. And in this presentation, we're going to be following the guidelines of the Academy of Nutrition and Dietetics. And there's other guidelines that we follow, like the American Diabetic Association, the American Heart Association. So that is what gives us the right amount of macros to make sure that the amount of calories you have has the right balance of carbs, protein, fat, fiber, and all the other nutrients that you need. Okay, so now that we went an overview of nutrition, the first thing that you're going to need is your scan. And on that scan, we're going to look down here and we're going to look at your total energy expenditure. So find your total energy expenditure and then go ahead and write that down. All right, so the next part of the list is your goal. So we got to know exactly what your goal is. It's going to be fat loss, muscle gain, or maintenance sports performance. Those 3. Now the next part of the list is your schedule. We're going to need these things. We're going to need your wake up time, your workout time, your bedtime, and set breaks. Set breaks are, for example, if you have dinner with your family every night at 5 p.m. or if you're at work and you have a break at 9 a.m., 12 p.m., and 3 p.m. You need to have your breaks because you need to make a meal plan that respects your schedule and your lifestyle. The next part of the list is your medical illnesses. That is very important because certain medical illnesses like diabetes, high cholesterol, thyroid, those have specific dietary needs that need to be addressed. The next part is food allergies. You need to put down your food allergies, or if there's any foods that you just will not eat or can't eat, this is another thing you need to write those down. And the last part of the list is nutritional guidelines. So I want everyone to use the Academy of Nutrition and Dietetics guidelines, and then if you have any other specific thing like heart issues, blood sugar issues, you'll mention that in your medical illnesses and food allergies, and then AI, as we prompt it, will pick that up. And just know, if there's any assistance that you need, feel free to message me. And I will be able to help you make your prompt more specific and more clear for the AI to create you a more specific meal plan. Okay, now that we got everything that we need from the list, what I need you to do is go to your search bar and look up Grok, G-R-O-K. That's the OpenAI that I use, but ChatGPT and other ones work fine. And then we're going to prompt that AI with the information on the list that you have. So let's go. I need a meal plan for a 27-year-old female with a total energy expenditure of 2,052. She is looking to drop body fat. She wakes up at 6:30 a.m. She works out at 6 p.m. She has a break at 10 a.m. and a break at 2 p.m. She goes to bed at 10 p.m. Food preferences. Kodiak protein pancakes with 0 sugar syrup. She likes chicken, white rice, potatoes, lean steak, vegetables of all sorts, rice cakes, peanuts, nuts, peanut butter, sugar-free yogurts. She doesn't have any food allergies or medical illnesses. For nutritional guidelines, we're going to be using the Academy of Nutrition and Dietetics. And enter. All right, now that we've prompted all that information into an AI and we've created a meal plan, what I would suggest is going over that, editing it, make it realistic, because sometimes a computer doesn't know what's a realistic snack, or it might put tilapia for breakfast and you may not like eating fish for breakfast, or what the case. And so I would make sure to edit it, but stick to the guidelines, stick to your calorie amount. Just remember, you're working with artificial intelligence. You could talk with it, you could communicate correctly, and then challenge it. Give it a couple more meals, give it a couple more options, and then ask it for a grocery list. So you could get what you want out of that, but remember, stick to your goals, stick to your calorie amount, and that's it. Once again, my name is Bill with Body Fat Clinic, and if you have any questions or concerns or need further help, make sure to reach out to me, and I would love to help you dial in your meal plan a little bit more. All right, God bless.